My name is Cory Porterfield, and I have a company, Porterfield Studios. Our domain is rollingbillboard.ca, and what we do is marketing. And what we build are QR codes for people. I build all kinds of stuff, but the QR codes are really popular nowadays. And they're popular because restaurants are using them and people understand how to use them. What do the restaurants use them for? Pretty simple. We all know the menu, right? Now we don't have to have a physical menu, so we can have an online menu. Well, guess what? We can do all kinds of things online with QR codes. And one of the things I use them for here, believe it or not, signage pricing. So we actually don't have price tags like this on every piece of signage. Instead, we have them digitally. So you can go online with your phone and look at the pricing. Now there's two really nice advantages to that. One is you update the pricing in one location. So it's always up to date. And I share a space with a company called The Blind Doctor. And they actually have their price list online. It's a really smart way to advertise your pricing. Now you have to be okay with the customer across the world seeing your pricing, which we are. The other thing that's really great about QR codes is the ease of use for the end user, okay? One of the things that make them really awesome is you grab your phone, you turn on your camera, and you hold it near the QR code. It automatically picks up what information the QR code wants to deliver to you. Sometimes you're going to get sent to YouTube. Sometimes you're going to get a V card. Sometimes you're going to get sent to social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or you may be just sent to a URL. So the advantage for the end user is it simplifies the process. Instead of them typing it in to their phone, they just hold up the camera, boom, it goes instantly to where we want to direct them. Okay, so here we are on the Mac, just looking up Safari web address. So I'm looking for a QR code generator. I have where I go, but what you can't do is type in free QR code generator. Some of these QR code generators, because I'll click on this one, okay? So I've used this one before, but I don't like it because some of them, sometimes they tag them. Now, they're pretty simple the way they work, okay? You pick your URL, you enter your web address, and boom, generates a QR code. For me, what I like to do, you can, in this particular one, you can change a bunch of options in it, and you can add your logo if you want, okay? So, but what I prefer to do is actually take a screenshot of it, like so. Now I have it captured, and we'll open it in preview. And then I can save the file as a JPEG or whatever I want. So let's grab our phone and give it a try. Hold it in front of it. The camera automatically reads it. We get a bar up top that'll tell us we can click on that. And there we go. And I'll save this, and then I'll open it in Illustrator and lay out a group of QR codes, and then we'll print them, okay? And so I can grab it off the desktop. I'm gonna stick it in Illustrator, 50 inches wide, and we'll do like 5 inches tall. So pretty small. So now I can grab that QR code with Illustrator. Here it is on the desktop. Nope, I just gotta grab the file. There it is at the bottom, and open. Okay. For the printer, I actually have to put a cut line around it, so the printer understands it has to cut it out. Okay. So I'm gonna grab another one of my files. So what I personally like to do is often I'll put the web address with it. I'm going to outline the stroke there so that it doesn't change as it gets smaller. This guy had a cut line around it. You can see the pink here is the cut line. Okay, it's actually cut color. It's a color, cut contour they call it. It's a Roland cut color, and I think it's 100% magenta. This is the color I want. I'm just gonna build a frame around this. And the reason I put the web address on there as well, you have to remember not everybody is savvy with their phone. So let's make it work for everybody. They can type in the address if they need to. So it's always a good idea to have the address with the QR code. Looking good to me. And so before we start to print, we always, one more time, check the QR code. Is it reading it? Yes, it is. Okay, going to rolling billboard.
Little scan and the website pops up just fine. It's just loading up on my data, and there it is.
And as you can see, there's marching ants around the file, and that basically tells us this is where it can cut. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm going to center it on the media, so center it back and forth. I only need one copy of it, but I could always select more than one copy. It's scaled at 100%. Then I go to my next tab, which is my quality tab. What material am I putting it on? Go to my next tab. This is color adjustment. Sometimes you want this brightness and contrast. Okay, here's the file format. This is what I'm getting in. These are marks, and I'll use this tab if I want to print something out and then put a clear laminate over it and run it back through the printer and cut through both the laminate and the print. I use the crop marks. And believe it or not, the printer puts a crop mark in all four corners, and it can read those crop marks where they are in all four corners and knows where to cut according to where it printed previously. Pretty good technology. Okay, printer controls. Sometimes I'll adjust the custom. You know, you might want to overprint once or twice. Totally up to you. So, and then this is print cut. I have it set on, but watch this. If I go to print only, marching ants are gone. If I go to cut only, you can see just the marching ants. Okay? I hit the print. I've already set up the settings. It's running. Okay? So the printer's gonna clean and then it'll start to print. Hear it working over there. And what it's doing is it's actually cleaning.
QR codes are just coming to life over here, and they're in the process of actually getting printed out right now.
Oh, look, now we've got ours. Here's ours. Now it's cutting. This is the cutting cycle. So you can hear it, and the paper's moving back and forth as the cutter goes around it. They're all printed, so we're going to leave those because we're going to run another run. We found that QR codes are being used a lot more right now, and that's because everybody understands how to use a QR code. And how did they learn that? Actually, from COVID, believe it or not, from the restaurants. Because what happened was all the restaurants couldn't carry menus anymore. So what did they do? They used QR codes on the tables for the menus. And guess what it did? It educated the world. QR codes have been around a long time, but now people understand how to use them. So they're using them. They're great. And we can use them anywhere. We can put them on vehicles. We can put them on advertising. We can put them on garments. And they're totally functional. Okay? So this time, we're actually going to do a YouTube channel. Believe it or not, you can do QR codes to anything you want. You can actually, and I've done this for clients, you can do contact info. So that's your QR code. You can do it to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want, you can do a QR code to them. We can check it. Boom.
There we go.
Let's see it load. Are we getting what we want as far as content goes? Look at that. It takes them right to the home page. It's exactly what we want, so we're good to go. And so the printer cleans first. It warms up the main bar there, and then it's going to start to print. Now remember, we did the print cycle that was high quality. So what that means is it's going to move slower. And notice how it's moving slower. Okay. Do a print package just like you saw, printing out another batch.
So the QR codes have just been finished over here. As you can kind of see, this is the one row that Cory has printed out of his machine. Looks pretty good.
Okay, so let's read this. Basically what we're doing here is removing a decal that isn't going to get used so that just have the decal. Okay, so let's separate these two. I'm not cutting all the way through, I'm just cutting the top surface. Okay, that's all weeded and ready to go. And let's try them. Let's see if they work. How does that sound?
All right.
Let's stick one on a wall. We're just gonna put it right on the wall here. Okay, you can use a credit card to put it on. Just lay it on there. Push the bubbles out. And we're done.
Yeah.
So we just basically put the QR code up and it just linked over to the YouTube. So then you just press the YouTube and it leads directly into our channel. So as you can see on Cory's truck that he wrapped himself, he has one, if not several, QR codes on his truck. So that way if he has somewhere that he's parked and someone's curious enough, they could just snap their phone, take a picture, and then get instant access to his site, which then they can see all the services that he's providing.
So not only do we have that, but we also have QR codes on our hoodies that work. So the amazing thing is we can put these QR codes anywhere and it drives people to our website really, really easy.
Other than some designs that Cory used for his own brand, he's actually worked with several different clients when it comes to car wraps. What you see here is his recent work with the Blind Doctor, where he actually did a wrapping job where he not only basically put advertising on the car, but he plastered it with different QR codes on each side of the car, so that way they can be able to get traction to their company website. Here's another example of some more print work that Cory has done. With this client, he's actually printed the material for the business actually on their glass, as well as a QR code and some information below for the company to sell their services and products, or even just to get more information about the company.
Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've learned a lot about QR codes. They are the state of the art as far as advancing your URL or information directly to the client. I hope that you come back to us and watch future videos. Please like and subscribe to us. And also, on the link down below, you can click and it will go directly to our website. You can choose whether you want just a QR code, whether you want a QR code and a decal package, or whether you want the premium decal package. We use our QR codes for all kinds of industries, in all kinds of businesses. So if you need something, click the link and we'll make sure it happens for you. Have a great day, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.